Broadcasting live from the Brent Morrison Bomb Shelter and Missile Silos in the heart of beautiful downtown Pekin. It's Tuesday Modern! Hello everyone, I'm Evil Bob, your resident head in a box, and we've got an actual show for you tonight. I'm so excited. We're back. Windows had updated, and it was terrible. Nothing seemed to want to work, and now I've got it kind of slapdash together. Things aren't perfect, but they're better than not working. Joined in the booth again is Mr. Ryan. Hello. And we are starting off not with who you see on screen. Well, no. You're going to see some other people's. Here we go. It's not Aaron. It is Master Snell. And he is playing Cat Stoneblade. And we've got Mr. Bryce Segal. That is I'll just go with Bryce because I gotta look up the name. And he is playing Control Stoneblade because it is the time of Stoneblade. Big announcement last Monday. I wish I could have brought it to you in real time. Snow's down to 16 already. A banning of Hogak. You know, we will not miss you one bit. And banning also of faithless looting. Also not going to miss you at all. And the unbanning of Stoneforge Mystic. So, of course, everybody's building Stoneblade decks because that's what you got to do when something's unbanned. You must build the deck. Kind of hoping it gets out of control so it goes right back onto that ban list because I don't like her in the format. Just don't dig it so much. Although I think with her in the format, we should see a lot more Leonin Arbiters and Taxes decks come back, just to counteract and combat the Stoneblade combo aggravation, nastiness.
That's also a lot of white things, though.
It is a lot of white things. Don't get me wrong. I do love the fact that everyone is now realizing the awesome power of white. But it comes at the price of actually letting Stoneforge Mystic into the format. She's never been legal. Her and Jace were OG banned out the box. And now that Jace is in the format, it's like, we should just give everybody the other half of that combo. So, but anyway, Snow's playing a version that's Saheeli, Felidar Sovereign, Stoneblade. And it looks like Bryce is playing just classic blue-white Stoneblade. Not Esper Stoneblade, just blue-white Control Blade. We also have Mr. Kinsman here. AJ is into hizzy. Still rocking Urza. I'm sure he's got some kind of blade in there. Stoneblade.
Urza's known for having blades.
Jarvis is playing Stoneblade. Snell's playing Stoneblade. And the oh yes, Kyle's here tonight playing Shadow Stoneblade. He says he doesn't have Stoneblade in the deck, but it's Derp Shadow. Everyone's got Stoneblade in their deck right now. I mean, even the people who aren't really playing it are still playing it. It's kind of like when Thopter Sword came off the ban list. Like, nobody was like, where is this going to go? And I can't really do it without that. Oh, hey, that's for Stoneblade. Let's go ahead and do that. Anyway, Teferi has come down. He is at 1 loyalty. And Snell's Teferi, doing Teferis. I see this ending wonderfully, except one's the Hero of Dominaria and one is the Time Raveler.
You know. Teferi does as Teferi does.
So the Hero of Dominaria, the one that is on Bryce's side of the board, draw a card, untap 2 lands, or put target non-land permanent on the bottom of its owner's library. Third from the top, not on the bottom. Third from the top. Then you also get an emblem, blah blah blah. No one's ever going to emblem that. And then Snell's Teferi is that one, Time Raveler. Your opponent's can only cast spells at sorcery speed, and you may cast sorcery spells as though they had Flash Burst Plus, and then return up to one target artifact, creature, or enchantment to its owner's hand, and then you draw a card for it. So we have Dueling Teferis, and there's a Saheeli back, and it looks like when Bryce played his Teferi, he tucked to Saheeli. And now we are pumping up that Teferi. And we are down to 17. What is that?
It's a very...
Does that say top 8? Is that like a medallion? That's kind of cool. I dig it. I don't think it's on the mat. Maybe it's a weight to keep the mat flat. Flat mat tap. Tap, flat mat. Snow attacks Bryce, goes for the face, 15 damage. Or no, he shocked himself for 2 damage. That makes sense. Firing up the Colonnade, going hard into Saheeli? Yep, straight at Saheeli. She's dead. I wish she would be mourned, but alas, she is not. Not as much white in that Saheeli as should be. Whoops. Whatever. So now we're back to doing Teferis. Teferis. Let's hear Bryce. Kyle, AJ, Jarvis, Snow. That's the lineup. First match. Master Snow. Beat Bryce. Yeah, I was all set up, ready to go. YouTube, or not YouTube, but Windows updated, and nothing wanted to work with it. So that's why I was not broadcasting last week or last Thursday, because I still hadn't gotten to work. Teferi's dead. Snap Bolt Teferi Stoneforge Mystic. This is the lady that it's all about. The Stoneforge Mystic. 2 mana. Core Artificer. 1/2. When it enters the battlefield, search your library for an equipment. Put it into your hand. And then for 2 and a tap, put an equipment card from your hand onto the battlefield. She tends to go for any of the swords of Body Mind, Feast Famine, Fire Ice, Heart and Soul, Tango and Cash. I would kill for a sword of Tango and Cash. That would be awesome. And well, yeah, or
music,
or just Batterskull.
all the music references, right? Cash and Heart and Soul.
Oh, Heart and Soul. Heart and Soul. I like that.
The piano thing, too.
Yeah, yeah. Yes, sort of Tango and Cash, and of Turner and Hooch. Thank you, Stubbs. Yeah. The sort of Turner and Hooch. Turner and Hooch could actually be a good one, because when you connect, when equipped creature attacks and deals combat damage to a player, You may put a 1/1 soldier into play with Detain, and a 2/2 wolf creature token. Yeah, and protection from humans and protection from doggos. Yeah, sort of Turner and Hooch. I like it. I like that a lot. And speaking of swords, that's Feast and Famine. Oh, I believe. No. Light and Shadow. The Sword of Light and Shadow. It's pro-white, pro-black. Gain 3 life and return a creature from your graveyard to your hand if it hits. There are 7 swords of that are played. All of the enemy colors, and we got 2 allied color ones out of Modern Horizons. We got Sinew and Steel, which is the usable one, and Truth and Justice, which doesn't... It's just bad. Truth and Justice, it's protection from blue and protection from white. It's 2 very good counters, and it still is a +2/+2 bonus. It's just, put a +1/+1 counter on a creature you control and then proliferate. So, I mean, it can be good. It can get out of hand, but blue and white is not... I guess you don't have to put it in a blue and white deck for proliferate. I mean, yeah, I guess... Oh, it is a proliferate. Oh, but it's not populate. It'd be cool if a sword had populate. But I guess, you put a counter on it and then it gets 2 counters because you're obviously going to proliferate that counter. So whatever creature it's on, if it happens to be your only creature, it's going to get 2 +1/+1 counters. I guess it's not terrible. It's just not... It's not on par with some of the other swords, I guess.
It's more playable than the other sword.
What, D&D?
Yeah.
Dungeons and Dragons? But this one's fun.
Yeah, I was like, just for the purpose of modern.
Right, yeah. Well, yeah, it's not modern playable. It's like protection from rogues and clerics. I love that. Create a 4/4 gold dragon creature token flying and then roll a d20. If you crit, repeat this process. I never got one. I really wanted one. But anyway, we've got Snapcaster down and a Sword of Light and Shadow about to get equipped over onto it. Snell has his own Snapcaster, but he was able to put a Batterskull into play. It is 13 all. And just get used to this being modern, at least until the next BNR after Throne of Eldraine comes out, because yeah, it's going to be all equipment all the time with Stoneblade. Really makes me want to rebuild Death and Taxes again, Eldrazi and Taxes, because yeah, that deck is super powerful against this one. It's like, oh, look at that, it's Thalia. Now your stuff costs 1 more mana. Oh, look at that, I've got Leonin Arbiter and the bird, Aven Mind Sensor.
Oh, yeah.
When you search, you play your Stoneforge, and in response to your Stoneforge, I'm going to put Aven Mind Sensor, so you get to search the top 4 cards of your library. Not to mention with the white enchantment, it costs 2, makes all activated abilities cost 2 more. Yeah, I'm blanking on that name. Stubbs is like right on top of it. He's gonna chime in with it immediately. Snow is +1/+1. No, not Aura of Silence. That makes them cost more. Makes enchantments cost more, and you can sacrifice it to
Destroy.
Yeah, destroy an artifact or enchantment. I think is it Solidarity? No, it's not Solidarity. It's oh my gosh. I play with it in like 6 decks. and I can't ever remember what it's called. It's going to give me a second here. And Snow is giving his germs a +1/+1 counter? So I'm assuming that's what happened there. Or did he... I don't know, did he copy... Did he make a copy of Batterskull? That's a possibility too. Sideboard... This is a terrible list. Starts with a... I know it starts with an S. Snow gained a little bit of life. Up to 17 now. Suppression field. Suppression field. Two P's. Suppression field. 2 mana enchantment. Activated abilities cost 2 more to play unless they are mana abilities. So, in had a Russian foil of that god, do I miss it? Suppression field or Feldar Sovereign or Feldar Guardian. Either way. Oh, it must be. Yeah, I don't know. That was really quick for. I don't know. I'm not going to jump out, but yeah, Suppression Field is super good, super awesome. Oh, the field, yeah. I bet a foil Russian would be beautiful. Original Ravnica was also in Original Ravnica. All right, Snell's blocking with some germs. I'm guessing they're germs, and maybe attacking with some germs, and. I don't know. It's going to be a lot of mirror matches. Just dumbness versus dumbness.
So does that make this match a germ warfare?
It is germ warfare. It is absolutely germ warfare.
Okay.
But yeah, suppression field. Oh, that's right. They're attacking back and forth with Batterskulls. Of course, they're going to be gaining life and losing life. Oh, excuse me. Batterskull is a living weapon. For 5 mana, you get a germ that's either a 4/4 or whatever creature. Its attack should get +4/+4 vigilance and lifelink. So, all the good. Oh, and it looks like Celestial Colonnade got suited up with a Batterskull. Yep. Suppression? Oh, using Detention Sphere to target the Stone Blade. In response, Snell's going to put down a Body and Mind. Or that might also be a Light and Shadow. I don't know if anybody plays Body and Mind. Nope, this one's up. I think that is Body and Mind. Yeah, no. Feast and Famine. It's Feast and Famine. Yeah, that's it. Feast and Famine. Pro green, pro black. Deals combat damage. Player discards a card and you untap all lands you control. So, Snell loses his Stoneforge Mystic to a Detention Sphere and gains a Sword of Feast and Famine in return. He also has the Batterskull out there. He also has the Felidar Guardian on board. He just needs the Saheeli to go infinite with those Guardians. And, yeah, if he can get there, Bryce is doing everything he can to make sure that does not happen. But, yeah, seems good right now. So we got the Germ back out with the Batterskull on it, and so we got Light and Shadow versus Feast and Famine. Snell firing it up, equipping Batterskull to the Felidar Guardian and the Feast and Famine to, I'm assuming that's a Germ with a 1/1 counter on it. That's the only explanation I have for them tokens. They could be copies of something, but I just don't know. Just do not know. Alright, Felidar Guardian coming in. That thing is going to get blocked. He doesn't want to discard, doesn't want Snow to untap his lands, because that seems bad. So he's going to throw Snapcaster in front of it, and we're going to take 5? Bryce takes 5. Snell gains 5. Really excited for all the Stoneblade action. Really excited for this. So now we've got Light and Shadow. That's definitely gonna be able to only be blocked by Snell's artifacts, possibly with the Germs. And the Snapcaster. Feast and Famine on the other side. Doesn't really care about anything that Bryce has on field. I thought I had Bryce in here already. That's Puddleson. Huh. Bryce has not played in 2019 on stream yet. I feel bad for that. Okay. So Colonnade again suited up with Light and Shadow. Bryce is going swinging. Snow has no blocks. Takes 6. From Light and Shadow. Left the Batterskull back. Oh, because Batterskull on a Germ is smaller than Batterskull on a Felidar Guardian. So yeah, they would just bump into each other, gain Snell more life than you would deal. Let's see here. Bryce BRYC Seiko. Okay. Germ with Body and Feast and Famine coming in gets blocked by a Stoneforge Mystic. Tapping everything, firing up Colonnade. In response, Snow's going to Field of Ruin the Colonnade before blockers are declared. And they're both going to get a Plains. Or one's going to get a Plains and Bryce is going to get an Whatever. Whatever. So, no suit up with the, and it looks like the the Battle Skulls are going to bounce into each other. Snell's going to gain 5. Bryce is going to gain 4. And we're just going to bounce before damage is dealt, so blocks, no life gained.
Oh.
Fantastic. Fantastic. Why didn't Stoneforge die?
Something happened.
Oh, he didn't get blocked.
Oh.
He did not get blocked. So Bryce let all 3 of that damage go through. Snell got to untap his card, or untap his land, and made Bryce discard. Looks like Force of Negation. I think Bryce had 2 Force of Negations in hand, and decided to just pitch one because he had to. Tip Fairy, Hero of Dominaria, is back. Hoot Nanny, Whoop and Holler. Oh, that's a spell snare? Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess it is. I mean, you can't get mad at me. At this angle, it kind of looks like a Force of Negation. But you were absolutely right, Stubbs. You know, I defer the knowledge to you. It is a spell snare, which counters a CMC of 2. And with Stoneblade out there just all willy-nilly now, yeah, that's a good thing to counter. Because it's going to get Stoneblade, it's going to get Snapcaster, it's going to get any of the swords, right? They're all, no, they're 3, equipped 2. I thought it was 2, equipped 3. But yeah, it's going to stop all the Stoneforge, all the Snapcasters, just all the 2-mana stupidity out there.
Including Walk the Planet.
I think that's maybe, that's not Hero. That's too much glare. Yeah. That's Spark. That's Spark to Fairy Time Raveler. Yeah, that's Time Raveler. Again, conceded to you. There he is. Love you too, Stubbs. I cut you. Alright, so life is being exchanged. Lots of glare. I'm just looking at the tap mana. Yeah, but some of us aren't smart enough to see how much they paid for a spell. Bryce takes 3, down to 5. Snapcaster, in response to having to discard, to get Cryptic, tap, draw? Counter draw. And Jace the Derp Sculptor. Snell's going deep into OG Callblade.
Was it Opta that had a creature version recently, or was that another spell I'm thinking of?
Bizarre Baghdad had a creature version.
Well, I know there was some blue creature that was, or was it Brainstorm? One of those kind of
Brainstorm. It was a 5-mana Brainstorm creature. That's right.
So my mind is wanting to have a Cryptic Command have a version, creature version.
No.
Cryptic Commandos.
Cryptic Commandos. The G Commandos. Buy all our playsets and toys. Ponder just got a creature version. I thought it was.
Oh yeah.
Was
Ponder
it Ponder?
now, yeah.
Oh, Ponderous Mage. That's right. He's looking at it from the mages, or from the outside. Then that's right. Ponderous Mage. See, Stubbs to the rescue again. I defer all knowledge to Stubbs because, well, I'm just terrible at this.
Yeah, then Stubbs could make the the deck idea that's probably not going to be worthwhile that I'm having right now. Heliod and Saheeli. So the deck name would be
Saheliod.
Saheliod.
Wow.
I'm just not sure of how Heliod would be useful in a Saheeli related deck.
It's not.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Saheliod. Wow. Yeah.
You know, all creatures getting vigilance and paying 4 mana for a 2/1 something.
Yeah, something like that. Blue-white tokens.
Yeah, or something like that. They're not even artifact related, so.
Saheeli's red and blue.
Yeah.
So it'd have to be Jeskai tokens.
Yeah.
Why can't I?
Yeah, blue-white tokens. Yeah, is what the Heliod.
Oh my god, I can't ever. Okay. Saheeli. I mean, maybe you cast a non-creature spell, so you can go with. Oh yeah, you can go with Sublime Artificer from Spark. And or the Saheeli the Gifted from Commander last year.
Alright.
So I mean, it kind of works, but wow.
Not as much of a.
No, there's like zero synergies. We could use the
Besides
Spark
the
Saheeli
names.
and make tokens. I know, but I mean, it would still have to be Jeskai because we're talking Commander. When Ryan builds a deck, it's Commander, so.
Well, I mean, he can make it for whatever he wants.
That's true. You can. That's still a terrible deck. So what's going on here? Snow gained 3 life. Back to the conversation. Oh, so awesome. So very awesome. My background tonight is Karametra, the god of the harvest. She's a cute little god sitting on her throne
Made by goats.
made of goats. So incredibly goddess-like. Like maybe terrible dumb decks. Now I just need to think of a Weird Al deck. Funny. There is. Let's see here. I gotta.
Well, weird is a creature type.
It is a creature type. But not only is weird a creature type, there it is, Thunderheads.
Oh yeah, no.
Thunderheads, put 3/3 blue weird creature tokens with Defender onto the battlefield. Whenever anything makes a token, I create a token. I make a token for my collection. That's why I really don't care about the tokens that come out of each set, because I know I'm just going to fabricate my own token. And I have gone back to all of Magic and made all the tokens for every kind of token that can be made. That being said, my weird tokens are indeed Weird Al's, because you had to. But yeah, there's several. You can make him. Ooh. You can make it blue, red, green, possibly, but it can be weirds and alligators.
Might have been a blue alligator. Well, I guess they were mostly green. I know there's at least one black, and not more.
Yeah, nowhere fast. Much like this game, nowhere fast. Oh look, there's a lot of stuff off the board.
Yeah, it's going like it's going at a snail's pace. Wait,
I have no idea. Did you say it's going at a snail's pace? Oh, what the? Oh, it's a Gligar. I keep seeing these giant green blobs. Hey, look, Snell lost a life. Hey, look, Bryce is down to 2 life. Whee! Oh, are there no alligators? Are they crocodiles in type?
yeah.
Algae girl, crocodile. They're all crocodiles. That's sad. No, okay, so the root water alligator, even the alligators got switched over to crocodiles. That's terrible. Okay. Well, weirds and crocodiles then.
Yeah, they can't have two different things that look similar, right?
Yeah.
You know, it's not like they have, what was it, constructs and golems?
See the difference there. Constructs are machinery, and golems are magically animated. I get the difference there. I personally think that all constructs should have been golems from the beginning, but I know they are totally different creatures. I get that. Magic doesn't get that. What does aggravate me is there are all wolves, hounds, and jackals. 3 completely separate creature types. All for dogs. They're all dogs. Wolf, hound, jackal. Dogs. And then you get Naga, who is a Naga. And yeah, I've been down this rabbit hole before.
Unless it's not. Then it's not a Naganata.
But it still aggravates me that Naga and Jackal got their own creature type, but Rakshasa did not. They're cat demons. For some reason. Ugh. And if you can categorize a lion and a tiger and generous stray as all cats, there's no difference between those wild cats and wolves and hounds. They should all be dogs or wolves. They should all be the same, because that's putting a line. That's like, well, these apples are different from those apples, but these are different enough to not make them apples. Like, so I'm gonna say Snell rolled that one out, because Bryce really was down to 2 life, and they are. But yet, clams. There's got to be a clam that's not in a joke. I really thought there was a clam. I know there's oysters. No? Okay, so clam folk is the only clam. But oyster the only oyster in the game, gets its own creature type.
Couple lands out.
Nautilus. There are 2 Nautiluses. And what is a Nautilus? It's a squid in a shell. That's all Nautilus is. Squid in a shell.
Couldn't be a oyster squid.
Oh, wait. Are there squids?
Or octopus.
Squid is a creature type. I know.
2.
They're Squid Beast. Squid Beast. So squid gets a creature type. Octopus is also a creature type. And so is Kraken.
Yeah.
Kraken, octopus, and squid. All it's and fish and serpent. Serpents and eels have their own different creature types. But alligator, crocodile, that's too much.
Yeah, then you could go ahead, like, if they had both of them, then they could, in the future make a Simic combination that is both alligator and crocodile.
They can call it a crocagator. Or an alidile. But we also have 2 pangolins. Which are pangolins.
Now.
Yeah, not just beasts. Well, yeah.
Well, the other one just said beast initially, yeah.
Yeah, one was just beast. I think there's a couple pangolins. Hang on. Pangolin. Nope, it's just those 2 pangolins. Well, the unstable one doesn't count. Bye! I didn't even see you there. But thanks for popping in, Justin. Miss you, buddy. Love you too. Go have fun. Go kill some people. In your stream. But we have pangolins and armadillos. Now I know the difference is scales versus hide, but
And a cloak.
and a cloak. Snell's at 12 live, and Bryce is at 19. Keeping the board clear this time, it looks like. Snow, Path to Exile, the Stoneforge. The other Stoneforge died, it looks like. And
Forge time.
what the heck does Snow have in play?
Something.
It's a white creature. I'm sure it does something.
Oh, not the thing I want.
Yeah, I know.
But that could also be shiny, so.
Right. Hi, Muse. We're just gonna look at this awesome pangolin right here. So Snow is attacking. Get a germ. Is that a Stoneforge?
Mystic?
I know it's a Stoneforge Mystic, but is it like a promo version? I bet that's what it is. Come on! Talk to Teddy Bear. Here we go. View all prints. Yes! It is a Stoneforge Mystic promo version.
Huh.
That's why I didn't recognize it.
There's decent art for it, though.
Yeah, not too terrible.
Mm-hmm.
I agree. The original is better. Look at you chit-chatting while I'm live. Throwing it out there. Letting you know. No! No! Don't be mean. Don't be mean. No, not even a little mean. No. No. Anyway. But thank God we still have the Rabid Wombat, which is a wombat.
And one of the better arts out there.
Well, yeah. It's a Rabid Wombat. I mean, it's exactly what you get, or what you've asked for. I'm like, we need a Rabid Wombat. Done. That's my Cajafalio, or Fuglio impersonation. You can ask her, spot on. Snow loses a life. Crackafetchy, it seems like. Teferi, 5 mana, hero of Dominaria. Dominaria.
Yep.
Dominaria. See, that's why I thought he does have Force of Negation in hand. It's not just a spell snare. So, Jace looks like Opt.
Is that part of a drum set?
A spell snare?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's right up there with Spell Base and Spell Tiffany. Spell Hi-Hat. I missed you guys. I really missed you guys. I feel bad. And Teferi's dead. I want to say Jace. I keep wanting to say Jace. You know, Jace and Stoneforge, they go hand in hand like peas and carrots.
How about peas and more peas?
Oh no, that's just silly. So Snow and Stoneforge are thinking about what to do, and there's Jace the Derp Sculptor. Jace the Dirtle, elephant in the room. Jace, here I am, rock you like a hurricane.
He's not green.
No, he's gonna rock you like a hurricane.
Oh.
He's not gonna rock you as a hurricane. It's an artifact. It's oh hey, we're on turns. There is a turn dice next to the field. Big turn die next to the field. I'm gonna kill your Jason and see your Jace with the Jerse Jace and back to negation. Or force of negation. Yeah, that's the turn counter. You know, God forbid you use the actual turn die that says turn 0 through 5, because that's just too much, man. You know, why use something that I provided when you can just use the dirty little counter die? It's the one time One time it would have been used. Could have been used. Snow takes one. Oh, gain. What the hell is that thing? I wanna say it's like.
Is that one shield defender?
What?
I had it up not too long ago. It's a wall.
It attacked.
I did?
Yeah.
I'm thinking of the artwork differently. Sorry.
I think it attacked. No, it blocked. It had a batter skull on it and blocked. No, it got equipped to the colonnade. It attacked.
Oh, okay. I'm thinking different artwork for the thing on Snell's side.
No, this thing right here.
Oh, okay.
Because that's the Stoneforge Mystic.
Okay. My eyes were deceiving me.
It almost looks like nah, it's off. I was like, it kind of looks like a Celestial Curran, but it's not. And it's not a transform. It almost looks like one of those flippy cards, but... And this game ends. Snell got it? Because he took the game one. Woot!
That went by... Well...
Snell won it in one. Welcome to the format, Stoneplay. Oh my god. Eggs games go faster than that. I'm so confused. Anyway. What flavor of Stoneblade would you like to see next? Oh, I need to open up 2019 again. Snell got there in technically 2. Game 1, he won 19. We welcome Bryce Seiko. I thought he may have been in-house, just never made it to Cam. That's what I'm thinking about, I think. Bryce Circle.
Who do you want?
Good lord.
Me and AJ. What are the other two matches? What's the other matchup? Kyle and Kyle versus Bryce.
You and AJ.
Okay.
And Jarvis gets the bye.
Yep. Depressing day all the way around.
Let's see here. So we've got Snell's Cat Stoneblade taking on AJ's Urza Stoneblade. How'd your Stonefire go? Not too well, I take it.
Drew one land game 1. Game 2 was fun and interesting. Game 1 was drew one land and died.
Why'd you keep a one lander?
One land, mana dork. I was on the draw. I was already on 6.
So?
So if mana dork lived, my hand was amazing.
You didn't by chance remind Snell that when he goes to turns this time, there's that giant cube next to the life counters. It says turn 0, turn 1, turn 2, turn 3, turn 4, and turn 5 on it. Anyway, the die roll is in, and I didn't see who won. But we can assume that Snell won last game, because he did.
I think
He won 1, and
I
then
think
they drew out game 2.
Scott. I think Kyle's the only one that's playing a non-Stoneforge deck today.
No, he's on Shadow Stoneforge.
He doesn't have Stoneforge
Or,
in the deck.
yeah, but it's Shadow Stoneblade.
You're just giving everybody the Stoneblade deck today?
Everybody is playing Stoneblade today.
Not Kyle.
No, Kyle's on Shadow Stoneblade.
I'm just gonna keep saying no until you agree.
That's not gonna happen.
Okay, I'm just gonna have you on. No.
He won't out of spite now. Alright, Snell drops a Scalding Tarn and passes. I've got too many items. First world problems.
I don't have enough healing ones.
Debating the merits of just going home.
Then go home. I'm not gonna make you stay. And AJ plays down a Nihil Spellbomb.
Surprised you still have like the random graveyard hate being deck. Kind of pointless now.
Yeah. No, it's still card draw. There's still graveyard hate to be done, especially with people like you who are insisting that Phoenix is still viable.
It is still viable.
See, and that's why he still packed graveyard hate mainboard.
Curious.
Oh, if it was shiny?
Yeah.
I forgot they could be shiny too, because they had a day. Woo! Swinib day.
This is a thing. It's called Thing in the Ice. It's still a very, very, very good card, and doesn't really care about the graveyard at all. So, that's why I think Phoenix is still viable.
Sure. I'm not saying it's not. I'm just saying I'm glad it's dead. People didn't want to give up Pod either. People didn't want to give up Twin either.
Yeah, well, see, the thing is, out of Pod and Twin, they banned Pod and Twin.
Right.
It was one of the more personalized attacks out of the rank list.
And AJ plays his Goblin Engineer to fetch out the Sword of the Meek to throw into his graveyard. Snell, in response, cracks his Scalding Tarn and goes to 16. Nope, 18. Yeah, 18. AJ still has Nihil Spellbomb up and locked, loaded, ready to go. Snell plays land tapped. It's an expedition, so there's no way of knowing what it is.
Steamos.
It doesn't matter. Nobody cares.
You're in a sassy mood today.
I am in a super sassy mood. I'm down here having to argue about a white card to not be in a format.
I think Stoneforge is fine.
Stoneforge is not fine.
It's 100% fine.
Sure it is.
Everyone's playing with a new toy this week, and it's going to gradually go back down. as
Yeah,
the rest of the
you
crap
think
goes back
that.
up.
You think that. You think
And the
that.
same thing happened with Bloodbraid Elf. The same thing happened with Jace. It's going to go down in numbers.
AJ played an Astrolabe. Astrolabe. Laby Labby. Philidar Guardian.
Woohoo.
Untaps that land, the Field of Ruin. Because he might have a mana somewhere? What? Why the Field of Ruin?
I don't know.
What?
Why not? Why are you judging his life choices? Who are you to
I'm-
judge Snell's life choices?
I am Evil Bob, the disembodied head in a box that looks down upon you and casts judgment.
I thought you approved about how everybody lived their life.
I do. That doesn't mean I don't judge you. I approve of your life choices. I judgingly commentate over magic. The card, the deck, the game gets judged, not the people.
Alright.
And I'm judging why untap the colorless mana source instead of a colored source. Ultimately, it isn't going to matter, but I was just wondering. Jace, the elephant in the room, brainstorms. And we are sitting 18-16. Pithing Needles come down. I'm guessing it's on Field of Ruin?
It was already down. I think it was named Sahi, right?
Was it Saheeli? I mean, it's a good call. Gotta shut down Saheeli.
I mean, the deck doesn't really interact with the combo in any other way besides Pithing Needles. So,
That's because Urza doesn't care about anything but himself. That's why the Ashnan Silex is a thing. Or Golgothan Silex? Argothian Silex. The Argothian Silex was a thing.
it was before my time. I don't know.
Well, no, it's current time because Karn wants to take it and blow up New Phyrexia.
Well, I like the Phyrexia.
No one likes
I
Phyrexia.
like the Phyrexia.
Was it? No. It wasn't a Silex. It was...
Well, he used some type of.
I thought it was a Silex.
I thought it was.
Argothian. No, it's not Argothian. No, that was a bad. It was...
Maybe.
Yeah, that's it. Is that Silex?
Or SLY.
Oh, Silex. What?
Urza used it to unleash the
Right.
blast that ended the Brothers' War. That took all of one book, if I recall.
Oh, it's the only Silex that's a Silex. Yeah, okay. The Golgothian Silex. It's essentially a plane destroying artifact.
Alright, I'm going back upstairs.
Fine, you go back upstairs.
Possibly, I don't know. I'm kind of sad I got to buy.
2 Goblin Engineers means something else went to the graveyard. Was it the, oh, that's a really good combo I didn't think of. The Iker Wellspring. When it enters the battlefield or dies, draw a card. The Goblin Engineer, return an artifact with CMC 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. So you can fetch that out and then destroy it with the sack effect. Draw a card, draw a card. He's essentially one draw card. That's pretty good. You just need to have a sack outlet.
Yeah.
Guardian untaps. Snell at 13. AJ at 17. Snell at 11. AJ at 19. Has he got the... Oh, he's got the Foundry. Okay. Okay. Yeah, we're done here. So now AJ's got the Foundry, the Thopter sword. Thopter Foundry artifact 1 generic, sacrifice a non-token artifact, create a 1/1 blue Thopter creature with flying, gain 1 life. Coupled with Sword of the Meek artifact, whenever a 1/1 creature comes into play under your control, you may return Sword of the Meek from the graveyard to play attached to that creature. The combo is pay 1 mana, sacrifice the Sword of the Meek, put a 1/1 Thopter into play with flying, gain a life, return Sword of the Meek from graveyard attached to that creature. Wash, rinse, repeat. That's how that 2-card Thopter sword, as it is called, combo works. And yeah, that's really good. And Snow is just going to scoop it up and immediately go to game number 2 and hopes to pull something better against this Thopter sword menace in game number 2.
Maybe a bit of sideboarding.
He should have sideboard options. He might no. He's not going to be running Stony Silence because he could have Karn. I don't think so, but Karn is an option. Just for the, I know he's not running Stony Silence because he himself is running blades and artifacts. Now he could rest on the germ tokens for Batterskull as the living weapon to carry him through, but it's absolutely negating every sword in the deck to run Stony Silence in your deck. So to shut off the artifact menace, I don't know what he's going to do. I think this is where Bridge he might be running like a ensnaring bridge.
That or hope for some exile related stuff.
Yeah, he could also be running spot removal and possible more counter spells. I just don't know exactly what he's got in his deck for the artifact matchup. Without running Stony Silence to keep it going. 80% off the loot vault. I still don't trust it. It's going out of business sale. They call it a moving sale, which is hilarious. But yeah,
everything must move.
Yeah, everything must move. If you don't buy it, it's gonna get bought up by the bank. The people they owe $3 million to. Anywho's, AJ picks up game number 1. Thus breaking the red side victory streak here on Tuesdays. I'm
Red Tide.
full up.
Right?
Red Tide, Roll Tide, Crimson Tide.
Yeah.
Background. That one? Yay! Background. That one. Yay! Background. That one. Background.
Don't
That
see
one.
those in gems much.
What's up? But it's the good one.
I was thinking you don't usually see them in.
That's true. Somebody really wanted to show him off. I must reach out.
And touch something.
Just a little bit. Alright, everybody shuffling up. Snell seems to be ready. Presented his deck for AJ to cut. Trying to think. Oh, right. Welcome to September. My August stream ended prematurely. But for those of you who are curious, I thought it was pretty obvious, but the August theme was schools and academies, the back to school idea, so that's why all of my backgrounds were schools and academies, places of higher learning. September, start of a new stream, or start of a new theme. Let's see if you can guess it. First person leave a comment with what it is. Mad props. Huge kudos. Solid thumbs up and a crisp high five. But anyway, game number 2. Game number 2. Okay. Still seems to like this one. Ooh, Wear Tear. That's a good way to counteract the Artifact Menace. And we are Seaman Visions. And AJ plays Mishra's Bobble. He's going to crack that and take a look at the top of his library. Hopefully, and he's going to draw a card at the beginning of the next upkeep, which is Snell's turn.
Ball.
Mishra's Bobble. And he used a Polluted Delta to crack and fetch out a Watery Grave. Shock for it. And immediately Pithing Needle on probably Saheeli. It's just gonna go out there and say Saheeli got needled. Since I left me. Where's that running ass on earlier? This game thing he said he had heard. So gonna take that as okay, AJ cracks a Steam Vents, or a Scalding Tarn for a Steam Vents. AJ is aware that you can search for either of those colors. They don't have to be the same color, or the exact colorings. And he is going to go down to 14 because of a shock fetch. Goblin Engineer goes for the Sword of the Meek. Snell draws. Plays. Zone Steam Vents. Goes to 18 live. And he's got Saheeli in hand, Force of Negation. And put down Saheeli. And Comes in play with 3. Throws it straight into the Pithing Needle's face. Just taunting AJ with the, I know it's out there. I'm gonna destroy the sumbitch. AJ plays Polluted Delta, probably gonna fetch out another Watery Grave with it. Thopter Foundry. That gets a Force of Negation straight out of the hand. Snell says, nope, not gonna happen. Force of Negation. If it's not your turn, you may exile a blue card from your hand rather than pay the spell's mana cost. Counter target non-creature spell. If it was countered this way, exile it instead of putting it into your graveyard. And what? Oh, Goblin Engineer attacking Saheeli.
Because why not?
Yeah, I mean, she's just said to sit there.
Yeah, just gobbling it up.
Oh, spot on as usual.
Even if that one was a low-hanging fruit one.
You know what? Those are the best ones. Low-hanging fruit tastes sweet. That's why goats go for them. And Goblin gets Pyro Manseed. Pyro. Pyroclasmed. It was pyroclasmed. I knew it was pyro something. And Snell passes turn back to AJ. Leaves a mana up. Snell's got Stoneforge and Path to Exile. Hollow Fountain untapped. Snell takes 2 for that. Gears to 16. Plays the Stoneforge Mystic. Fetches out But Batterskull. Batterskull, artifact, living weapon, again. Equipped creature gets +4/+4 and vigilance and lifelink. Snow goes Wear Terror, and AJ goes Galvanic Blast. What? Token is how did why did so confused. AJ down to 12. Urza into play. The Construct taps to put another Pithing Needle down on Saheeli. Lord High Artificer. Urza, my shit don't stink. Urza, I drive a hybrid.
That also flies because he's all about those doctors.
Right. Urza, I trade in Bitcoin. Urza, I'm a vegan. Jace comes onto the field and Snell brainstormed? Thinking what to do.
That's generally what brainstorming is for.
I know. I think he brainstormed. No.
Oh.
He hasn't done anything yet, I don't think. Maybe he did. Maybe I missed it. I was too busy, oogling and ogling at Urza. And Urza lost his Construct.
Oh no. After he took so long to creating it.
I know. AJ gets a basic, goes for, looks like Swamp.
No. It's not dead. It's just temporarily not in this timeline.
Right. Oh.
Time spot.
It got sent back to the past, like Samurai Jack. Rocket Gym over at Know Your Worth and Smile. Yet again! That thing is
just
so
out of
much
reach.
of a Rocket Gym all the friggin' time.
Keep getting the...
Yeah, it's fine. AJ taps everything. And, ooh, Tezzeret, Agent of Bolus.
Okay.
That's a good one. He's going to plus him and look at the top 5 cards of his library, reveal an artifact, put it into your hand, put the rest on the bottom in any order. -1, target artifact becomes a 5/5 artifact creature. And -4, target player loses X life, where X is, and you gain X life, where X is twice the number of artifacts you have. And I didn't see what he revealed, but he's cracking a fetch. So Snell's got Jace and Saheeli. Saheeli's under Pithing Needle. AJ has Tezzeret and Urza. Obviously a discussion. I think Urza's a what, a 1/4? Yep. Urza, my ass is bigger than my head.
Yeah, that's why I needed an army. It's not that big.
That's right. Clearly the Beyonce of Dominaria. You know, a no-talent hack that's been raised above because, you know...
Things he found.
Yeah, because of things he found. And I also think that Urza's married to Jay-Z.
Okay.
And we're attacking Jace. Woo! Urza getting in on the mix. Look at that.
those two like next to each other.
Urza.
He's married to Jace C.
Jace C. Jace Z. Wow. Ravnica's state of mind. Their daughter, Blue Ivy Elemental. Yeah. Tick up that
Time bomb.
tick up on Tezzeret. Go fetch. Or go digging. Go digging. AJ's he's got the Thopter in hand. Snell, pathing Jace, gets another basic.
Concentrated fire on Jace.
Urza. Pathing Urza.
Okay.
That's right. Snell, I don't care about your deck, refuses to cut. AJ reminding him that Urza also rescues dogs on the weekend. Thopter Foundry. So he can sacrifice, or it's another, isn't it?
Just need that one land, right?
Yeah, he has to sacrifice another artifact. So if he wants to use the Foundry, he has to sacrifice the Pithing Needle, which is going to be rough. He just went and fetched, and he goes and gets a Astrolab. I believe that's Arkham's Astrolab. And he's going to play down a land? It's in his land pile, but I don't know.
Is that a plains?
No, it's got a
Okay.
rare mark on it.
Yeah, it's one of those, like, I wasn't paying attention to that part. It was looked awfully white and had the whatever
Right.
symbol that with the glare.
Oh, it's a Inventor's Fair.
Oh.
That's why it's in the land section. Inventor's Fair. At the beginning of your upkeep, if you have Metalcraft, you gain a life, and 4, sacrifice it, search for an artifact and put it into your hand.
Get it the Darksteel land. Worth it, right?
Worth it. Absolutely worth it. Snow lost a life, probably for a fetch. Tezzeret digging. Snell's just trying to keep the big threats off the board. Does cast a Snappy. Did he? Snap Path. Got Path. What was out there? Or was that from the Urza?
Maybe from Urza.
So confused. It had to have been Urza.
Urza saw the path.
Urza, the first path. Poor Felden. He's stuck on that third path.
Yeah.
Snapcaster attacks Tezzeret. AJ doesn't like it one bit. He's going to sacrifice the Astrolab to gain... There's the Sword back on play. So there we go. We've got the engine up and running.
Oh, no.
And we blocked. Sword. That Thopter is a 2... A 2/2, 2/3. It's a 1/1 that gets a +1/+2. So it was a 2/3. Kills himself a Snappy. Replaces Jace with Jace. We all remember when Jace was experimenting with Simic clone technology. And Snell didn't dig out anything to stop the Thopter engine from happening, and yeah, all it's going to take is just a tick down from just make all those Thopters and then tick down Tezzeret to lose double the life. So AJ getting it done in 2, showing off that new stupidity is better than old unbanned stupidity. AJ gets there in 2, and Snell lost. AJ is the only undefeated. No, the other 2 undefeated. Snell won. AJ won. The others were the cool kids bracket. No, AJ got the bye. So AJ and Snell's winning streak, it's gonna rest on if Kyle. If Kyle beat Bryce, then we've got a 3rd round where Snell would play Kyle, but they're just going to split. And it could also be that if Kyle loses to Bryce, then we have a clear winner in AJ. Because he's the only one without a loss right now. But would it be a clear winner going in? Because because if he draws, if it's, I hate 5 people tournaments. There's only 5 here tonight, which is sad because I really thought more people were going to turn out. I'm not saying anything bad about our local players that didn't show up, but our local players didn't show up tonight. But we've got 5, and I guess it ultimately is going to matter if Bryce or Kyle wins. And we just got to see the outcome of that. But while we are waiting for that result, my bag is not full. Stop saying my bag is full. What is it full of? I don't think
Berries.
I have 27 potions.
Too bad I can't condense them.
I know.
Into like a bigger one or whatever.
It was like, yeah,
Trade
combine
them up.
2 potions or combine 3 potions into a super potion.
Something like that. Some ratio.
Yeah, even if it's a 4-to-1, it
Yeah.
still would be better.
I kind of wish I could do that at times for like the various balls too.
Right.
So, yeah, you got what 25 for the 5 kilometer weekly thing.
Yeah.
I don't really need that many of those. I could.
Right. So many things. So many things. So tomorrow's Wednesday. Let's save that for tomorrow. But so yeah, Stoneforge Mystic. Hello.
Yo.
Couldn't dig an answer out, huh?
I'm not going to slim cooking. I had 0 graveyard hate. And
Yeah.
I needed a shatter and a cat.
Yeah.
That was what I was digging for. Like, I needed a brainstorm into Felidar Guardian, Wear Tear. Blow up the needle and make a million cats.
Right.
That was all I had as an out.
Right.
In game 1, I didn't even have a shatter, so that's all I'm like,
Right.
I'm
The
gonna
Wear
fetch
Tear,
here.
yeah.
Yeah, there's nothing I've got, so.
So we're currently waiting to see if Bryce beats Kyle.
Yep. And they're going to game 3.
Because if Kyle beats Bryce, then it's AJ v Kyle for the final. Because Kyle's undefeated.
Yeah, if Kyle wins, they'll play for
Yeah.
whatever's.
I see Jarvis is still here. And it looks like we're going to do some bonus magic.
Alright.
Oh, speaking of graveyard hate, do you still what do you
Muse
need
go
up
home?
Pajuka Bug?
Or did I? Or am
No,
I
I got one out of the new ones.
Muse go home, or am I blind and she's upstairs? And I just...
She might be upstairs.
Oh.
She could be out in the car too.
Good.
No. Give the keys back.
Okay.
She's probably upstairs, hiding in a
Alright.
corner.
Wondered. Okay, I'm just blind. That's fair.
That's okay.
So the 21st at Red Lobster.
Okay.
Just didn't want to interrupt Friday night.
That works.
I also at the time thought it was the pre-release, which I don't care about, but other people do, so. But then I realized that I was off by a week, which is
Oh, that's right. It's not the
it's the 27th.
the 7th because it comes out the 4th.
Yeah. For some reason we were thinking it was released on the 27th.
No, it's just first week in October. So 27th is pre-release, which I can't wait for. I'm interested in this set. It's intriguing.
Spelled that Simic Planeswalker.
Yeah, Puck.
He makes food,
He does make food.
whatever that is.
My guess is it's like treasure. Instead of adding mana, you get a life. It's going to be an artifact token that you get to sacrifice to gain a life.
That would be pretty useless.
So, which is why it's fine for him to trade food for something else, because it's probably going to be an artifact. It could be enchantment. It could be an enchantment that you sacrifice. No, that'd be kind of busted then. So there's a lot of things that count your enchantments. I guess as an artifact it would be busted too, but oh well.
We don't need another artifact that sacks itself to make mana.
Oh, ooh.
They released more stuff.
We got Lovestruck Beast. 3 mana for a 5/5. Creature Beast Noble. Heart's Desire for 1. Sorcery Adventure. Create a 1/1 white human creature token. Lovestruck Beast can't attack unless you control a 1/1 creature.
So is it a hybrid creature sorcery that you can either...
I don't know.
Yeah, can we you can either make it a 3 mana 5/5 or a 1 mana make a duder?
I don't
That's
know.
kind of what I'm looking at here. I don't think it's a...
But it's an adventure. I don't... Okay, so that's the Lovestruck Beast, and
They're going legends on us, where they're just going to drop a bunch of rules, like, oh yeah, here's a
And
legendary
then-
thing, and...
Flaxen Intruder. A 1/2 for 1. Human Berserker. I like that. Welcome Home. 7 mana Sorcery Adventure. Create 3 2/2 bears. Whenever Flaxen Intruder deals combat damage to a player, you may sacrifice it. When you do, destroy target artifact or enchantment. The middle blade was just right. Oh, wow.
Okay.
But she's an uncommon. So,
Little boy, so Flaxen Intruder deals kind of damage to a player. You sacrifice it. When you do, destroy target artifact or enchantment.
Or is it something like Aftermath that you get to go on an adventure if she's in your graveyard?
Could be. So 19 and 14. Is that up to date?
Possibly.
On your.
No, this is wrong. But the dice should be right.
No, my record. 19.
Oh, yes. No. 1915. I haven't put this last one in. 15. And then AJ, 6 and 5. 6.5 of Struck Beast. Can't attack unless you control 1/1. So intrigued. And then the question is this the normal version? No. This is $2.99. They've struck out the of. So this is card $2.99, which tells me that these are the cool booster pack, premium booster pack versions. Because they've got that filigree, and this is $2.97 of, because it's a large set, which means it's what, 240, 250, like 254-ish, 255, 254-ish. Because I know Modern Horizons was 254.
And don't also whatever decks also count towards the numbers like that kind of too?
Yeah, these might be the versions that are in one of them Brawl decks. What's this guy's number?
Specifically the reason the thing, but I'm saying that's kind of
Come on, buddy. Yeah, see, 197 out of 269. So there's 269 cards
in the set.
So
yeah, okay. 19.
So they're just shy of 30 higher for those other whatever
Right.
2 special cards are.
And then, yeah, see, this is a Brawl guy, and he's 326.
Okay, so they might still be within the.
331.
Okay, the Brawls are up there, so those might be what you're saying.
$2.99. So yeah, it looks like these are okay. So it sounds like the base set is 260 something.
At least, or yeah, you're saying because
he's blocked out too.
Are they doing Planeswalker sets and Brawl set, or just Brawl set?
I think they were just saying just Brawl from what I heard.
There's Brawl.
And there's usually the Planeswalker.
Yeah,
decks.
I think there's still the Planeswalker deck.
Okay.
There's going to be Brawl supported side product.
But yeah, this guy says
Well, yeah.
269.
So he's in the main set. So what it sounds like is all of the. Well, I don't get it, because those would just be like number B. Because aren't they? Isn't that how they do the premium stuff before?
Yeah, but if they're in
Changing
special
up the-
packs, they could be
Right.
changing the numbering.
They could change the number
Who
then.
knows?
Jervis is putting up a fight against the Dr. Foundries.
I exiled one of them. That's about his
Lives.
Oh, and AJ's hiding behind a bridge. Jarvis has all. Oh, Spike Feeder, Archangel Thune. Okay,
So he has infinite life.
he has all the life.
So does AJ? What's AJ's infinite kill? Some of the decks are just running
Right.
I mean, I guess he makes infinite because a lot of them. He can make infinite tokens to overcome the infinite life, and
Right.
Spine of Ishta has been somewhat in play to destroy every permanent. With the,
Right. So they can't overcome more.
Yeah.
So they set their life points.
It's like
it's
you
like-
have no permanence in play. I have a trillion
Yeah.
Thopters. You die.
It's like what's your life at? 40 trillion. I make 41 trillion Thopters, and I attack you. Trying to think, what set also had premium cards like out of the gate?
Well, there were the masterpieces.
Yeah, but those were
separate.
Those are a separate
numbers,
set.
so
Yeah,
they weren't in. Yeah.
Because hang on. English. So these aren't being categorized as their own separate thing. This is Eldraine English. It's rare,
but it's $2.99 out of $2.64, $2.69.
Yeah, I'm thinking they're just probably part the extra cards that aren't in the main set that will be in those premium packs.
Yeah, these have to be the premium pack versions. They have to be.
You called him Urza's Stoneblade.
Yeah,
He's not running Stoneforge Mystic.
everybody's running Stoneblade today.
It's their coming out party.
Kyle's running Shadow Stormblade. You're running Cat Stoneblade. Jarvis is playing Stoneblade Fire.
Man Stoneblade.
Stoneblade Fire. 'cause
Controls.
It's always on fire.
You're limited to what, 15 characters for the names?
Bryce was on
It's all
Wooblade.
space.
Yeah. Did you
Yeah.
put Bryce as Wooblade?
Wooblade, I think it was Control Blade.
You missed Wooblade.
I know.
There's a Dead Guy Ale deck that people are throwing Stoneforge Mystic into too.
Dead Guy Ale?
Yeah, it's an Orzhov kind of value deck. It's from Legacy, but they're recording.
Right.
I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed for you right now. The first list of Abzan Stoneblade have 0 rhinos.
Bullshit.
I want a rhino wearing a batter skull, swinging a sword of fire and ice or beast and famine, or both. Like,
See, watching like your just grinding head-to-head matchup with Bryce. Oh, and I'm glad that you decided to not use my awesome turn dice.
yeah,
It's just
Beth
right
already threw
there.
some shade at us for that.
Yeah, because I told her to.
Okay, so you did.
It was like,
Still need to do that.
what the hell was that
next day.
counter? It was like, oh, it must be turn 2. Because why use the turn dice that's sitting right there?
So I was too busy focused on not losing because I won game 1. They're like, here's the dice. Oh yeah, come on, count down. I was losing that game.
But no, as I'm watching that, it's like, kind of makes me want to put together Eldrazi and Taxes again. Because looking at what's there, Suppression Field and Thalia, or not Thalia. Yeah, Thalia. Yeah, Thalia. No,
What do you mean? Eldrazi Taxes does run Thalia.
is it Thalia? She's the White Legend, right? Thalia. Yeah, Thalia.
Affectionately known as that bitch.
That pitch, yeah. But yeah, it's Suppression Fields and Thalias and just things that just hate. You know, and you can get, Stony Silent. I'm thinking about running Stony's main board in a couple decks now. It's not going to be a bad idea. But yeah, I think a Hate Bear / Death and Taxes deck is really going to excel in this.
Yeah, there's been both just a straight white deck, white weenie Death and Taxes build with Stoneforge, and then obviously the Eldrazi and Taxes.
Right.
Bant Stoneblade, Blue Troll.
See, and that's the problem, is not with Stoneblade to capitalize on everybody else playing Stoneblade. Just to shut it down. That's what I'm saying. Stonies and...
You don't want Stony. Stony's not good.
I mean, Stony's not good.
It stops the equip.
It stops the equip, but...
Still a batter
the batter skull's going to get through, but, I mean, there's ways to take care of the batter skull.
Yeah, you're bringing Stony Silence in to answer exactly 2 cards in the deck.
Nah, whatever. Still seems good.
Waffles.
Much
The
waffles.
good Stoneblade decks are running the. That's the thing about the Stoneforge package is it's an incidental package that you can squeeze in. It only takes 6 slots.
See, and that's just it. That's the kind of thinking this is going to get it rebanned again. It's a package that only takes 6 slots. And it's like, well, everybody's going to be running it, so I might as well. Yeah.
And then they see pretty much every deck's gonna be that, and
Yeah, it's like, oh, look at that. Everyone's, just running, it's like, oh, I got Death Shadow. And it's incidental Stoneforge, or Stoneblade, right?
But then in that case, it doesn't homogenize the form. If it becomes the point where all the white decks pretty much have to run Stoneforge and have to be this deck, yeah, I know they put their cautionary tale out that they could be rebanned. It would have to, again, it has to be pretty. Would have to be in pretty bad shape, because as somebody pointed out, they've never banned a card in Modern worth more than $25.
Oh. What, Hogak? Over 25?
No. Even at his peak, he was like a $12 card, and when he was banned, he was a $3 card because everyone knew he was getting.
Well, yeah, but you can't say that. It's like, oh, we know he's going to get banned. It's like, so you can't judge that.
Well, his price was down, but he wasn't a 20, and he wasn't.
Right.
He was like a $12 card when the Bridge from Below was banned. Because he was a rare. He wasn't the chase. I mean, there were already chase rares like Ren and 6.
Right.
Those. I think the most expensive card, either Birthing Pod and Twin were close. They were like, Birthing Pod was like a $15 to $20 card, and Twin was like 40 or 50, but then they reprinted it and knocked it down to about 15. So, so they might reprint Stoneforge and get her down to $12 and then.
Honestly, I'm surprised that they didn't reissue her, especially if they knew they were going to ban her.
I don't think that they, and unless she's in Throne of Eldraine, I don't
see how that card's going to fit.
I don't think so. I literally, they hoped. I think what they hoped would happen was they banned Bridge from Below, Modern's okay, back to its normal Modern, and they can go a few ban cycles without doing anything. Instead, they ban it. The deck actually gets better. It ruins 3 Grand Prix.
Yeah. People
are non-stop bitching on Reddit. Turn 3 Batter Skulls, just too good for Modern. Turn 3 Batter Skulls. So they're like, all right, guys. Sorry, we fucked up. Hogak's gone. Faithless didn't get the fuck out too because we're tired of your shit. And as a sorry, you get your girl back.
Yeah, well,
they did that the last time they when they unbanned Jace and that
Overplayed Elf.
They had teased it up for a while and planned that, but before that, the last unban I believe was
Grave Troll.
Thopter found or
Sword
of the Meek.
Sword of the Meek, yeah.
And that was unbanned after a
Stoneblade could come back because it's the Sword of Stone instead of in the stone.
So yeah, the last time,
I know it's a stretch, and I'm not saying that's likely, but I'm just saying that could be a reasoning for if it was there.
So the last 2 times, there was the premeditated unban of Overplayed Elf and Jace, and they'd been teasing that for a long time, and they'd been kind of testing it. And Modern was actually in a good place and fairly stable, and they kind of wanted to shake it up a little bit before the Pro Tour, but they wanted to look at some numbers and all right, cool, we're going to release these in the wild because we think they're fine, and on balance they've been fine. But the other time they did here's a card back. It was after Eldrazi Winter. Things were bad for 3 months. Mm-hmm. Modern sucked. Here, you can have a new toy back. We're sorry we fucked you over. And this again, they made the ban. It made things worse. And everyone was like, please emergency ban. We're like, we're not going to emergency ban it. 3 Grand Prix. Sorry guys. Here's a new toy. Go play. We're going to shake it up. Go play. So they keep a couple of these cards for, in case of emergency, throw the toy at the doggies so they don't eat you alive. And that's what this one was. They'll look to reprint her at some point when they can. I have no idea what sets they have in the pipeline. They're almost certainly not going to put her in a standard set, although equipment is so terrible now that they could.
Right.
But I don't think they will. It'd be hilarious to put her in a set with no equipment.
With
they've done cards like that. They printed Scape Shift, and it wasn't until Field of the Dead that it became playable. So
they reprint Daybreak Coronet in a set that it was the only aura.
Yeah, Modern Masters.
But I can also see the set maybe having a few
That was iconic, wasn't it?
Though.
No, it was the second Modern Masters set.
No, because I bought into it. Wasn't it?
It was an early set. It was. And if it was printed in Iconic, that would.
No, it was Ultimate Masters.
Then that was the second time it been.
Uh,
'Cause it was originally.
oh, Masters
printed-
2015.
Yeah.
Okay.
Say it might have been printed again, but the time it got printed the first time was in the second
Right.
Masters set. And I think you're right. At that time, it was the only aura.
Yeah, Masters 25. It was the only
You have to draft-
aura card. You can't even draft.
Yeah, you can't. No
can't
number of
play
those
it.
you can't play it.
You cannot play this card if you draft it.
Yeah,
Cannot play this card.
but it was like a $25 bill at the time. So
It was like a $30 bill at the time. I mean, it gotten up there and it needed it. They could have thrown another aura in there.
I'm
It
surprised.
just one to make it. You can play it. It's just awkward.
Yeah. So there are a few slots. I mean, they could put Stoneforge in a standard set. Right now, equipment is no longer.
Well, they can put her in a Well, no, there's a gun. I was gonna say a dual deck, but
Could. Yeah, because equipment is no longer evergreen.
oh, it's not.
No.
I thought it was.
No, they. What is it? It gets thrown in as they feel appropriate, but there've been a couple sets with zero equipment, and now they're playing around with equipment that's colored.
Yeah,
So
They had a few colored ones before, but
not to this level.
Yeah. But I was saying, it's like, yeah, a lot of the somewhat recent sets have had like a couple minor equipments.
and right now that right now it'd be
Oh,
fun. Like the hammer.
The giant.
The hammer is the perfect thing. It's a one casting cost equipment that takes 10 to equip. So
Right.
you either cheated to play with Stoneforge Mystic, you to pay 2 to put a 1-man enchantment. It's like you still got to have 10 to. So I can almost see in a standard environment if they don't have any good equipment or equipment that is heavier on equip side.
I was saying, it's like they've had plenty of those, like, oh yeah, Cup Creature gets like +1/+1 or.
Although from a thematic standpoint, she is a core. That makes it actually more hard.
So that was me and Jarvis playing for funds while they
Yeah.
finished.
Yep.
Who got
And
their
now,
game?
Jarvis is playing Bryce, and me and Kyle are leaving and splitting.
All right.
All right.
Okay.
It's too late. I might be able to still see Ashley if I get home here soon.
Okay.
Night.
Have a good one, sir.
See ya.
All right. I'm gonna get out of here as well.
Alrighty.
You're still on the wrong, I won't be here on Friday either.
Yeah, I
so-
won't be here Friday. It's draft apparently this
Yeah,
weekend.
it's draft, so maybe it gets back on the schedule to be here for moderns.
If it's on rotation,
It's hard to say because then there's only a couple of weeks and then
and then Eldraine.
Eldraine screwed it all up. So
Okay, so Jarvis v.
and
Bryce.
Thursday is now officially Dad and
Can you
I's
tell
dinner
by
night
the-
'cause Mom's got practice till
Oh,
Christmas. So
Okay.
I'm a 0%er to be there.
Right.
I tried to go to Titan on Friday, and there were only 3 other people waiting to play Modern at 6:25. So I left and came here and played Standard. I may go back and try again just to get some more. I'll do one of those if I go up there and no one shows up. I'll have wasted a trip to Peoria, but there's not like there's draft. I
Right.
have to play draft, so.
And he is on Stoneblade Fire.
Have a good evening and a good week.
You too. Okay. So Jarvis J. Jarvis, facing off against Bryce Taylor. Wooblade versus I'm just gonna call it Stonefire. Stoneblade Fire sounds way too cool. Stonefire. So anyway, I just got AJ and Snow on there, and that was bonus magic before, so no standings happen on that. Sort by release date. That's right. Oh, that's a new one. More is being released. That's the Crystal Slipper. It just popped up.
Okay.
Oh my goodness, so many.
Yeah.
Oh, so many spoils. Ooh, it's a Witching Well. Yeah, okay, yeah. Stoneblade's happening. Witching Well, 1 mana artifact. When Witching Well enters battlefield, scry 2. Sacrifice Witching Well, draw 2 cards. It was built by the Witch of Lochmere. Most of the wishes it grants are its own. Cute. Witch's Cottage. Ooh!
Nice artwork.
It's a swamp. That's what I'm seeing.
Yeah.
It's a named non-basic swamp.
Named non-legendary, non-basic.
Not well. None of the other legendary lands were basic land types.
Okay. But I was also saying is it's a named.
Enters tapped unless you control 3 or more other swamps. Makes sense. When Witch's Cottage enters the battlefield untapped, you may put target creature from your graveyard on top of your library. This is a common. Oh, I hope it's a good cycle. Oh, what is white gonna do? Crystal Slipper. Red equipment. Equipped creature gets +1/+0 and has haste. Equipped for 1. After the death of her mother, Cassia found that things that appear fragile can be very strong indeed. Beyond the Great Henge.
Something about that seems off, though.
And Wishful Merfolk. Oh, this is the one that we thought was Ariel, possibly.
Yeah.
3/2 Defender. Lose Defender and becomes a human. And oh, that's cute. She can't come out of the water. you take away her fins and she gets legs and she can come out onto the water. Wow, that's flavorful.
But who's going to be going fast in a glass slipper, a ruby slipper?
Well, she had no, it's a glass slipper. It's just got a rose on it.
But what I was getting at is like haste with that.
Yeah, what's wrong with that? She had to run away fast. Gotta go fast. Yeah, chili dogs. Yeah.
Is still a little.
Oh, I'm hyper excited. This has me so excited.
And the flavors.
It's oh,
Just that, yeah.
it's so good. It's so good.
Especially with the Urborg. Make sure all your lands are little swamps.
Yeah. Oh, could be swamps. I'm just happy for another.
Yeah.
Because the only ones that are not duels are the ones out of Lorwyn. Like the Mistvale Plains and the Bajuka Bog, and they come into play tapped and they do something, and they can only be activated if you control 2 or more. No, Bajuka Bog wasn't part of that.
Yeah, Bajuka Bog was when it comes into play it did things.
Yeah, Bajuka Bog wasn't part of that cycle though. But it had. Yeah, this is the only mono-colored cycle. They're from Lorwyn, or Shadowmoor. Sorry, not Lorwyn, Shadowmoor. But they're the only ones that have a basic land type that's not basic lands. These were the only ones that were not duels. So not shocks, not actual duels, and not the battle lands that you have to control 2 or more basics or they come into play tapped. I think those are also types that you are fetchable, but these are fetchable and just seems so good. Oh, I'm more excited for this than anything so far. I know a lot of people are gushing over that Planeswalker who makes food.
It's all against the man, thematically.
Yeah, it's so good. The Witching Well, I don't like that. So excited. Let the spoils come. 15 to 17 is where we're currently sitting in live. So I did all of that, and a total of 7 life has been lost. I'm just so good. The basics are the last ones in the set, right?
Usually? Sometimes they have like 4 or 5 artworks depending.
Right.
Per.
I just need. Why did I go with snow-covered swamp?
Wouldn't going to Force also be a bit better?
Right.
Since they'd usually be the last of the.
Okay, so so the last 20 cards of the set-ish
Depending
are
on
basic
exactly how many
lands.
artworks per. Yeah.
Right, and usually I've not seen any more than 4. So what I'm getting at is this is this is the last card in the set before basic lands. Because it's 249 of 269, so the last 20 cards are lands. So four versions
So I guess
of basics.
alphabetical order probably.
Yeah,
So I was wondering why would the black being usually the third
right.
in the color wheel?
Because it's
Yeah.
in the land section, which is last,
Yeah.
and it starts with W. So this is the last card of the set before basic lands, which is probably why they spoiled it to show us, hey, those set numbers that you've been looking at that we've blocked out of how many. Yeah, here you go. So 15, 17 still. I'm glad we haven't missed anything. And it looks like Jarvis has a couple Iced Fang Coatls. And we're going to lose the Sword and the Stoneforge Mystic. And Jarvis has a Giver of Runes and 2 Iced Fang Coatls. The other thing to look at are these. That's base set, base set, base set. Okay, so the other 4 or the other 3 that are revealed are within the 256 or 260, 269. Oh, look at that. Ice Fang Coatls dealt 2 damage. Neoform. I get a feeling that Jarvis is playing another Cronenberg deck. They just cramming all of the combos together. His Neoform and the Archangel of Thune and the Spike Feeder. The Archangel of Thune, whenever you gain life, put a 1/1 counter on each creature you control. Spike Feeder, remove +1/+1 counter, gain 2 life. So what that says is if you have both of those cards on the battlefield, you have infinite life at instant speed. Because you remove a counter to gain life, which puts the counter back onto it. Remove a counter, gain 2 life, which puts a counter back onto it. So it's a cycle that says I have all the life that I could ever want.
And it's just general source of life gain against the +1/+1. It's not a 1-for-1.
Yeah, it's not a 1-for-1. It's whenever you gain life, put a counter on your stuff. So even though you're gaining 2 life each time you remove a counter, they're only getting a 1/1 counter because it was 1 instance of gaining life.
It has to be, utterly specific.
Yeah. Because it doesn't say put that many +1/+1 counters. Yeah.
And they could be gaining if you have got 2 or more of those Spike Feeders in play, right? Because that's whenever you gain life, all.
Well, I mean, you only need the 1.
Yeah. What I'm saying is you could get also very big creatures on top of that.
That's true. Yeah. Well, I mean, its creatures are going to be huge anyway.
Yeah.
All he has to do is have a because the angel is going to be infinitely huge. Any other creature besides that 1 Spike Feeder is going to be infinitely huge.
Just gives more chances of saving the Spike Feeders.
Yeah. I got you.
Because that way they won't easily die to damage. Destroys will still work and exiles, but.
Well, I mean, even if they target it in response, you just gain all the life. Just with that target on the stack, I'm gonna go off here.
What did I close my phone?
So
Bryce is looking for some kind of out. And that's a supreme verdict. That is definitely some kind of out right now. Resets Jarvis Neoform plans, and so he's going to immediately cast another Ice Fang Coatl. It is a 1/1 with flash. Comes in play. You draw a card. It is flying. It is Death Touch as long as you control at least 3 other snow permanents, which all of his lands are snow permanents. So yeah, he has Death Touch too. And Jarvis immediately rebuilds his board with a Giver of Runes and Noble Hierarch. Bryce is going to go down to 9 for some reason. Unless I missed life take from something.
Keanu Reeves.
You're breathtaking.
No, I'm responding to what...
Corda calling.
I'm responding to the Neoform. Or at least letting you know what form the Neo is.
Okay. I'll allow it. Cording. Oh, is he delving? Is he a logic knotting? Logic knot. Can't pay 1. Counters the Corda calling. I have no idea what this little guy is out here for. I think it was the +1/+1 that was on the Neoform, on the whatever it was. Ice Fang Coatl coming in. Get him for 3 thanks to Hierarch's Exalted. 1, 2, 3. And we're going to path the Giver of Runes. Jarvis has no more basics left in his deck, apparently. So Giver of Runes no longer going to be giving any runes away. Giver of Runes, the fixed, fair version of Mother of Runes. If this will load. Come on. There it is. Tap to give another target creature you control +1/+1. Wrong rune. This is RUNE, not runes. Jarvis goes attacking? Or did he? Oh, he got tapped. Tapped down the board. So the Coatl couldn't get in for another 3. I'm guessing he didn't gain life. I don't think Bryce is keeping up on his life, which is why he went from 15 to 9 after a supreme verdict. Jace, the elephant in the room, Danzy, the derp sculptor, baby Urza. Okay, so yeah, I was right. He is at 6. Jace is coming down and he's bounce the. You gotta bounce the Mother or the Giver, right? Nope, brainstormed. He brainstormed. No movement. On the loyalty. Staying at 3. My bag is not full.
I also realizing 75% of my bag space right now are Ultra Balls.
I've only got 350 of them. Spike Feeder, Giver of Runes, getting it done. Jace is down, dirty and dead.
Good.
Bryce has the Colonnade that he's not going to use. Snapcaster. Path up, Supreme Verdict straight off.
What?
Oh, was it like the Sharks versus the Jets? That
Yeah, West Side Story.
yeah. If all of them were Snapcasters.
Oh, Officer Hicks says da 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 da. Oh. Too bad there are no jets in Magic.
Well, there's the gem-related jet, probably.
Yeah.
But that's not a creature.
Yeah, there's a couple jets, but not like actual jets. But jet.
Yes, and there are a couple
There's
like,
a flame jet, an inferno jet, jet medallion, jetting glass kite.
and there's a couple flying vehicles, but they're not jet style.
Right? Yeah, they're
just sky
Fokkers.
ships.
Yeah, they're
Sky
sky
ships
ships.
as well.
They're not jets.
Yeah.
No, definitely not jets. Not jets. No, definitely. And Jarvis can't hold it against Teferi. Scoops it up, throws in the towel, quits while he's behind. Packs it in. Waves the white flag. Becomes French. Concedes the match and moves on to game number 2. Oh,
All the closer to dinner. That's the way I'm saying.
oh, okay. But yeah, not so much, but sharks. We do have so many sharks. We've got. Ooh, we have a shark that's not really shark. It's a fish man. The gravel gill axe shark. But we have the giant shark. We have a hammerhead shark. We have a shamble shark. And we have the greatest shark of all, the Sharkdo crab. Sharkdo crab. I want to thank Wizards of the Coast for not holding back in Ravnican Allegiance when it came to the Simic. There's just so many good things.
Just be glad Izzet didn't get to it. That way they could have a shark elemental that's called Sharknado.
Wouldn't have been the Izzet. That would have been.
Oh, is their color? I imagine their colors.
Oh, right. Well, that'd be the Simic. The Simic would, or the Selesnians. Even a Sharknado, that would still be Simic.
All right.
Regardless, I think it would still be Simic because the tornado is in green and then the sharks are from blue. And
I was thinking of it as an elemental,
right.
so
right.
Usually red.
But
oh yeah, I guess the air elementals and whatnot are blue.
right, the Sharkdo crab. I love how the default shark in Magic is the hammerhead shark, because Sharkdo crab and Shamble shark, both clearly sharks of the hammerhead variety. Not to mention the hammerhead shark, which is out of Stronghold, which is a 2/3/4/2 that has not quite island home, but pretty much island home.
Was it like half of it type of thing?
Yeah, it's can't attack unless your defender controls an island. You don't lose them if you don't have an island. It's kind of like fixed island home.
Safer.
But the other shark is the giant shark, which is a great white. So great white to hammerhead is outnumbered 3-1 when it comes to actual Magic cards, because half shark, half doesn't count. I refuse to count any of the uncards.
And even then, what does does the picture of that go with?
I mean, it's a great white.
Okay.
The head is a great white, but Hammerhead, clearly shark of choice, which is the correct choice, if I do say so, and I did, because I do. Sword of Light and Shadow down on Jarvis's side of the field, along with a Noble Hierarch, and it looks like Jarvis has already shocked himself down to 17. Bryce picks himself back up into 20, into 19 as soon as I say that, with his own cracking of the Canopy Vista. Jarvis taps and equips, swings in for 3. Ooh, is that in response to the equip? Because I'm pretty sure that's Light and Shadow. No, it's not Light and Shadow. Is that Sinew and Steel?
Okay.
It's a Sinew and Steel. Jarvis is using Sinew and Steel. Wow. But it is 2/2 protection from red, protection from black, and if it does connect, you destroy up to one target planeswalker and up to one target artifact that your opponent controls. So, I mean, it's not bad. I declare this one the better of the two from Horizons, but
Also helps against the.
I just wow. And there's protection from black and from red. But it doesn't matter because he got cowed by wisdom. And it looks like he didn't do it in response to the equip. So Jarvis did gain the 3 life from the attacking Noble Hierarch.
Don't hear that often.
I know. Usually I only hear attacking Noble Hierarch if I'm hiding behind a bridge. Because they get through bridge, ensnaring bridge, because they have 0 power when they attack. Thank you. I'm good for it. No. In the middle of a game, I can't cut. Is this stop looking at you and talking to you and conferring to you and referring to you and jibba-jabbing about you while we're on stream? I'm so confused right now, but it doesn't take much because Jarvis just attacked with the Noble Hierarch and he looks like he's about to do it again next turn. Nope, it got pathed. And Chord of Calling gets negated. Hey, what's going on?
Some of the pictures and.
I see you in the lower right of your picture of cards.
Oh, what is it again?
Oh, the little footy. Okay. I'm so confused. But that's okay. I've already established that I am in a confused state of mind right now. I'm so confused that I don't even recognize that that's the fairy coming down. That is the Time Raveler. So Jarvis is stuck on sorcery speed spells.
And second time Genesis kind of was referred to in the last like 24 hours with our group. Because of the land of confusion.
It is a line of confusion. But this is the world we live in. Yeah. And these are the hands that we are given. Oh. Oh. Hang on 1 second. Muting for effect. Okay. And Jarvis successfully gets down a Stoneforge Mystic, not before Bryce gets out his Batter Skull. Alright, so Stoneforge with something versus Batter Skull and more somethings. What got... Wait, where's the sword? Oh, it got Teferied. Uh-oh. They sound real. Are they real?
Nope.
Okay, good. Return aircraft creature to his hands. Okay, so he bounced the Sword of Sinew and Steel to... Oh. It doesn't matter. It's still a win. Why won't they lose? Well, that's good. But the Cardinals need to lose too. Nah. Okay. Well, Jarvis lost a point of life there. Such an awesome game when two Stoneforges blashed up against each other. I'm not bitter. I'm not bitter at all. Okay, so Jarvis, Bryce is just trying to keep Jarvis off of any creatures at this point. And Jarvis gets smacked in the face for 4. Bryce is going to gain 4 because of lifelink. You don't have to use the life chips at all. It's fine. I'm guessing that's Oprah? Nope. Batter Skull. Jarvis utilizing the 11 card proxy night here at the Zone on Tuesdays to proxy some Archangel of Thunes and Batter Skulls. So
Pancakes.
Waffles earlier, now pancakes.
Yeah. Mexican beef chicken. He's the batter. Eating a fried chicken.
Oh, the Batter Skull. I gotcha. And Teferi's gonna die a horrible, horrible bloody death. And Jarvis is... Wait, what? Oh no, he got bounced back to Jarvis's hand. He went out on his own terms! Teferi's a man of action, not a man of Jace. Did you say pumice?
No, punk.
Oh, punk.
Well, he's also not a man of pumice either, but that's not really where I was going with it.
I thought you were going to go with like action, not suspense or thriller or drama. He's a man of uncle. So here we are again, staring down a line of lands, none of which are a celestial colonnade. Jarvis desperately trying to get a creature onto the field. And goes back with the Spatter Skull. Bryce letting it go. Jarvis has his germ back.
Onion rings.
And a Sword of Sinew and Steel. Bryce is opting. Seeing what he's got in his graveyard. I'm guessing it might be a Snapcaster. Yep, guessed right. Was a Snapcaster. Way to fool him with not figuring out what he drew. If I could figure out what you drew based on your actions, chances are Jarvis already knows too. I'm about as observant as Helen Keller at a Ray Charles meeting. Batter Skull comes down. Now we're mixed Batter Skulling. So 2 4/4s. Bryce has the mana to bounce his. So we could see a block with Jarvis is going to crack a fetch and shock into play a breeding pool.
Be totally not efficient by any means, but get one of those decks is all about man lands and then equip them and attack.
He's been doing it. Bryce did that a lot in his game 1 against Snell, turning the Celestial Colonnade into a creature and then slipping a sword onto it.
For the turn, and
So yeah,
that's a lot of mana used just for one attack.
Right. It is a lot of mana, but it almost was effective. Yeah. So Glenalandra Archmage comes down. That's interesting.
But I'm also pretty sure that's not his, initial intent to go with either. Or the equipping of lands.
Right. The Glenalandra Archmage is 2/2 flyer. Sacrifice it to counter target non-creature spell. Yeah, he's just gonna go ahead and let him path that germ. Fetch out a basic. You can do that, Jarvis. And we're gonna suit up the Archmage. Apparently Jarvis didn't want to fetch out a basic. I'm pretty sure he has more than just the 5, but he might not.
The shuffle, if nothing else, right?
Yeah, I got the shuckle already.
Oh.
Stoneforge comes down on Bryce's side, and he's going to go fetch himself out. Probably a sort of anti-blue. No. Okay, it's equipment. The hell is it?
Glygars with dig.
With dig? Nothing wrong with that.
Still one of the finer things to see a flying creature with
They're
funnier.
I think the strongest non-Dragonite flyer in the game that can get double flying attacks is Skarmory. Possibly a Scyther, but I don't know. I don't think Scyther has a flying quick attack. I think Skarmory is like the highest non-Dragonite creature that can get 2 flying attacks. I don't even know. No, Dragonite can't even get 2 flying attacks. Oh, okay. But does he get wing attack as a 2.
Let's see.
I don't know if it can have a big.
Oh, charged.
Yeah. Modern.
Yeah, they get aerial ace at least.
Do they? Okay.
Extra money. It's modern. But still, then again. Then again, the max Scyther gets is 2706.
It's not a sword. The hell is that thing?
I'd probably have even less of a clue.
It feels Kamigawa-y. For some reason, I get a feeling of Kamigawa from it. So let's see if I can.
Oh, that thing, the bottom one.
Yeah, that one. It's equipment. I know it's equipment.
It is the Kamigawa-ish block.
Well, I know it feels Kamigawa-y in the art. I'm probably mad about that. Oh, let's see what we can find. Oh, there it is. There it is. It is Manriki Gusari. Equipped creature gets +1/+2 and has tap destroy target equipment. Yeah, that seems good. That seems really good. Equipped for 1. Holy crap, how did I not know this thing existed? Wow, okay. Manriki Kusari. Found it!
And there's equipment that's to the left of it. It's also another one that's kind of.
What's Batterskull?
No, I'm talking about on your. To the left of it.
Oh, Kusarigama? I love Kusarigama.
Yeah.
Oh, that's one of my favorite ones. The Kusarigama equipped creature has 2 mana, gets +1/+1 till in a turn, and then whenever it deals damage to a blocking creature, this artifact deals that much damage to each other creature the defending player controls. So if you block my creature and he's big, you're going to lose all your other creatures, because you better block them all with everything, because you're gonna lose all your stuff anyway.
Lure.
Yeah, lure.
And then, it's generic fire breathing.
Right. I mean, it already has generic fire.
Yeah, that's what I
breathing.
mean. That's not the way I'd call it, since it's too generic rather than one specific.
Well, yeah, I love the Kusarigama. It's just 3 to cast, 3 to equip, so it's kind of expensive, but I play it in my Ruhan of the Fumuri EDH deck. Because it's good with him. It's like, oh, you're going to block Rune? Or block Ruhan? Sure.
Put that on one of those guys that's got the Bushido or whatever that.
Oh, with some Bushido, yeah.
Whatever that is, like gets +1/+1 for every blocked or blocker.
Blocking or blocked.
Oh yeah,
It's
So,
both
then-
ways.
Yeah, I was like, it's one of those. Just, making sure you're capable of doing at least 1 damage to each creature
Right.
on top of lure.
But yeah, Menriki Kusari. Jarvis is putting up a fight here with no equipment. The Batterskulling Germ that has tap destroying equipment is really doing it good. He's got the Archmage that has been persistent. It looks like he's got a 5 power Scavenging Ooze, a Meddling Mage on Jace, I'm sure. Possibly, I don't know what else he was. Maybe Teferi?
Because Teferi knows all about the meddling and the,
Right. So maybe it's like Teferi, Hero of Dominaria, that Meddling Mage is on. It's hard to tell. I don't know.
especially Teferi's early days with the annoyance and whatnot.
Right. But
The prankster mentality.
and we go attacking, and we get blocked. He's just gonna gain a bunch more life. So he's at 35 now. 40 what? 20, 30, 40 life. How has he got?
Looks presuming 40 if those dice are
Right.
helping with life.
Because why use the plus life
Yeah.
cards when you can be abstract about everything?
Just because he's not using the turn
Yeah,
dice
yeah.
for his
Not
life.
using the turn dice, not doing anything.
No, you use the turn dice for his life.
Sword of, I think Light and Shadow is that one. Yes, pointed down, Light and Shadow. Nope, that's up. Pointed up is Feast and Famine.
Jeez, what was the time ago?
Yep.
It was like 8:30, like a minute ago, felt like.
Well, yeah, that's what happens when you have two just dirtle decks bashing heads against each
Including
other.
a time mage in the mix, too.
Yeah, Stoneforge is fine in the format.
Jeez, even less options for food on the way home. So a lot of those places close at 9:30. At least some of them.
And Jarvis picks up. We finally have a clear winner. Bryce takes it in 2. Update the standings to reflect Jarvis's loss. Jarvis. There he is. Jarvis picks up loss number 4 on the year. 7-4 is his standing. And Bryce, while being absent for all of 2019 thus far on cam, is now 1-1 on the year.
Oh.
So, seems good. Let's just take a check to see if any more guys had popped out. Oh, we got another one. Run away together. That's so cute. Choose 2 target creatures controlled by different players. Return those creatures to their owner's hands. Virtue is virtue, whatever the heart that nurtures it. What?
You know what else this is?
Virtue is virtue, whatever the heart that nurtures it. What?
It's a 2-cost instant.
Holy crap. Oh, okay. It's controlled by 2 different players. So if in a 2-player game you have to sack or you have to bounce one of your permanents. or one of your creatures.
But depending on what your deck's doing, that's probably
Right,
okay.
right. That is a 2-cost instant. It's uncommon. Nope, it's common. That C means common.
But I'm also thinking Isochron Scepter.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
That's a potential. I'm not saying it's...
That is a good Isochron target. I love the Quasimodo with the little boy blue, just like throwing flowers to the wind and running away. That is so cute. I'm just so excited for this set. It's got me so intrigued, and I just want it to be fun. It seems like it's going to be fun.
Are we going to get another Piper in this set? There's not too
We
many
better
Pipers.
get another
Yeah.
Piper. Maybe this Piper will put rats into play.
Yeah.
Specifically put rats into play. Throne of Eldraine. I'm excited. I am super excited. So good. Anyway, I'm just going to be gushing all night if I keep staying here. So anyway, I'm gonna leave on the one I'm excited most about. We got 3 rounds, 5 players, but we got 3 full rounds. Regardless, we got to see Snell win the first match with 1 win, and then they went the distance. Then we saw Snell lose to AJ, who's defying the urge to play Stoneblade of some sort, and whomped him with Urza. And then we saw Jervis take a dive against Bryce, who brought sweet Kamigawa tech, Menkiri Gusari. Whew. Who thinks of that stuff? Fantastic.
Well,
anyway.
if everybody's going to be doing equipment,
Exactly. I mean, she's legal. You might as well like start hashing out against equipment. I need to get my strip bears out again.
that's also probably why they got one creature that when it dealt damage up to destroy up to 1 planeswalker, and
Right. Sort of sinew and steel, yeah.
that's probably also another reasoning for it.
Right. But strip bear, destroy all auras and equipment attached to target creature. Just all the way down.
Hopefully it doesn't have protection against the weather.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's where Light and Shadow and let's see here, Light and Shadow, War and Peace, and that's it. There's only 2 enemy colors, and well, I guess Truth and Justice. So War and Shadow, Light and Peace, and War and Shadow, Light and Peace. War and Peace, Light and Shadow, Truth and Justice. Those are your protection from white swords. Hello, sir.
Did you stream that last one?
Yeah.
That was ridiculous.
What's ridiculous is you brought Menkuri Gusari
That was very sad.
into the modern format.
That was very sad. Or not from Memory Kikusara, I might have stayed with less there.
I had seen I saw this card out on your field when you were playing Snell in game 2 of that one. I just couldn't figure out what it was. It's like I thought it was a creature, and then when I saw you like search it out with the Stoneforge, I'm like, that's equipment. What the hell equipment is it? It's like it feels Kamigawa.
I knew it was. I just couldn't remember the name of it.
Right. So
Because I've seen it before.
It's the anti-Stoneforge card.
Menriki Kusari. Uncommon from Saviors of Kamigawa.
Are you guys laughing about that?
A little bit, yeah.
Well, the problem is everybody's like, all modern players know the modern swords, and like I play Legacy.
Right.
Like, here you go. You're gonna pull out my old Stoneforge toolbox.
Right, yeah, there's nothing wrong with that.
Back in the days when Stoneforge was everywhere. Memory Kikusara was Legacy.
Right.
Yep, it is a Legacy.
I just, I was like, looks like my decks need to start packing Strip Bear in the sideboard again. All I gotta do is be able to target it all the way down. It's destroy all auras and equipment attached to target creature for 1 white mana instant.
Well, hopefully,
It's not gonna hit the Batterskull. Shouldn't hit the Batterskull, but
those were some really swingy games.
those were, for being really swingy games, they just, I don't know. It's going to be a lot of the same deck. It's going to be like sisters playing sisters. It's just gonna be the same deck, like smashing its head against each other until time runs out.
Yeah.
That's my predictions for the next few months.
Well, that's fine. I'm glad Modern has slowed down a little bit.
I am significantly happy that I can actually expect to play turns beyond turn like 3 and 4 with reasonable assumptions. That makes me happy.
I'm glad you guys had to look up that card.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just happy to see like Kamigawa get like powered up. Like, good for you, Kamigawa.
It also only costs 1 to equip.
Yes. It's what, 2 to drop, 1 to equip.
Yep.
Yeah. So yeah, that's just, and it's just, hey, look, you get a +1/+2 and tap wreck your opponent.
Unfortunately, Stoneforge was able to sneak it into play up through Lilindra. It's really sad, but
Oh well.
Then it was
Seemed good.
no Daichi or whatever there on the right.
Yeah, the Nodaichi. Quick creature is +2/+1, has first strike, quick for 3.
Yeah.
One of my favorites was always
It was Jit.
well, it's not equipment, but it's the tap a legend to untap and then it like taps for mana.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember what that's called, but it's like oh my god. So, not gonna lie, because these matches were just like bashing each other's heads together a lot. Honor Worn Shaku.
Please post it because I just want to.
Oh, it's gonna be posted live on YouTube, or it's gonna be posted on YouTube. It's streaming right now, but as soon as it renders and goes, like I end the stream, then it'll be cataloged on YouTube. That's The Zone 521.
Yeah.
But yeah, it'll be up there.
I forget what does the blue-white sword do again that they made?
Is
it just proliferate when it hits something?
No, it's put a +1/+1 counter and then proliferate.
Oh, okay.
So you can
Truth and justice.
So you can pop up all of your.
Little guys.
Yeah.
No,
Or at least the one that gets through is going to get a counter and wind up with 2 +1/+1 counters if nothing else.
No, you proliferate counters. So if you choose,
Right.
like,
I know, but at the least,
oh yeah.
the one that
at the bare
gets
minimum,
through,
whatever
at the bare
hits,
minimum, if it
it's 2
hits,
+ 1.
it's going to
Yeah,
get 2 +1/+1s when it's all said and done.
Yeah, but if you think about who's going to have it, it's going to be
Right.
It's like Jace goes up,
I know.
Teferi goes up, this
Yeah.
guy goes up.
Yeah, I know how proliferate works. I'm just saying, it's like at the very least,
Yeah.
it's
Why
gonna-
would
and it's pro white, pro blue, so it's like.
Or white's the more important one. Half exile is a good card.
But yeah, it all seemed good. But no, we're down here gushing about the Throne of Eldraine spoilers that have been going up. So,
Ooh, we got new cards.
so we got
They spoiled the new mechanic.
we got the Planeswalker that
Those
puts
are
food
really
into play.
Do we know what food does yet?
Nope.
Dang it.
They spoiled the cards. We're speculating that these are out of the premium packs because their number is above the set number,
But below the
but
deck.
below but below this stuff.
I'm guessing we don't know how the mechanic works yet. We're
Nope.
at like the sub mana cost.
So we got 2 of those. We got Beast, and we've got Goldilocks, and then we got the Witching Well. Comes in play strike 2,
Okay, Dancy
and then
is-
sacrifice it, draw 2 cards.
That's actually
What's up, Danzy?
not bad.
Yeah, just a little bit streaming. We're wrapping up. Those are special cards from the collector. Yeah, we speculated that. I'm excited about this.
Which is
Basic land.
or a swamp.
Yeah, a basic non-basic basic land type. Not since Shadowmoor have we seen that.
3 or more other swamps.
Yeah, don't lean on that.
Never enters the battlefield untapped. You may put target creature card from your graveyard on top of your library.
Yep.
That's not bad.
I'm excited for what the other ones are though,
Also.
because there has to be a cycle.
So it's like 3 other swamps, right? Just any swamp.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then Crystal Slipper, +1/+1 haste.
Surprised that's
Equip for
red.
1. What's haste?
+1/+1.
I know.
It's
I know it's haste, but I wouldn't assume a Crystal Slipper to A, give haste, and B, be red.
Then we saw the Little Mermaid. She was defender and gains legs, becomes a human, can attack. I like that. It was like, oh, I'm stuck in my pool, and then run away together. This was so fun, so good,
Choose 2 target creatures controlled by different players.
and bounce them.
All right.
It's so fun.
Alrighty then. Yeah, some spoilers.
Yeah, we've been gushing about that a little bit, and on Kamigawa equipment, and
Sharks.
sharks. At the start of the stream, we're a little upset that they removed alligator as a creature type. That they're all crocodiles now. Yeah, all of the alligators became crocodiles because that makes sense. Because squids and octopuses and nautiluses are all different card types. Hound, wolf, and jackal are different card types, or different creature types.
But then there's just
And
the
then-
generalized cat.
And then
for-
general cat. Rakshasa didn't get its own creature type. That's a cat demon right there. It's not a Rakshasa. Nagas are Nagas and jackals are jackals, but Rakshasas, they're just cat demons.
I don't quite understand why the line for creature types is so arbitrary. Just make things their own types. Why do we have to care?
Because of the big culling creature type. Because of the creature type culling of, 10th edition.
Did you ever get a photo for me at Titan?
No, no.
Okay.
I don't think so. I haven't done photos in a long time. It was really hard to keep up on, and I am incredibly lazy.
No, that's cool. I just remember you had photos up for a little bit.
Yeah. I'll probably get photos of people for the final. If you play enough games and your score is high enough, if you made the standings, I might get photos. But right now you have 2 games on cam this year, and they were tonight.
I thought I had more early.
No,
Oh, wait.
you were in house, but not on cam.
No, I forgot that I had like 4 last year.
Yeah, last year.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were on last year, but at Jan 1 I reset. But
Alright, well, I'm heading now.
all right, get out of here, Jarvis. I'm gonna shut down. Thanks a lot for coming, guys.
Yeah.
Have a
I'm
good
in
one.
Chicago all the rest of the week
Oh,
for business. It sucks.
well, yeah, you have to be in Chicago.
I have to be at Performance Place.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I'm happy. Everybody else, it's for Starbucks. All the managers, the entire everywhere are going to Chicago, and everybody's like, "Yeah, it's gonna be great." I'm like, "No, it's a safe Performance Place." And they're like, "Yeah." I'm like, "You have no idea the hell that this will be." And I'm like, "I have to park my car if I don't want to pay for it,
Right.
and I can't move it until Saturday
Yep.
in their parking lot."
Yep.
I'm like, fuck. And people were like, but this isn't bad. I'm like, you have no idea the hell that is Performance Place.
Anyway, so
Have you been there?
Huh?
Have you been?
The last time I went to McCormick Place was in high school when we went for the National Restaurant Association show. We went up on a bus, so it's a fantastic experience if you go on a bus. and you're only there for a day trip. Outside of that, no, I can imagine the nightmare that it is.
Yeah, my hotel is 4 or 5 blocks away. It's not bad, but it's just like,
But still, that's Chicago blocks away.
yeah,
That's like real blocks away.
yeah, it is. So I have to, like, tomorrow I have to get there. I have to park my car. I have to register. Then I have to go check into my hotel. Then I have to walk back. I'm like, fuck.
Yeah. I do not envy you, but I empathize with you.
But the cool thing is like it's $60 for food tomorrow, travel expense.
Okay.
I get $60 on Saturday, and then since I'm driving, I get to cash out mileage. So that'd be nice.
Thanks for coming down.
Yeah.
Survive Chicago.
Yeah.
See you afterwards.
Yeah.
Oh,
You still go to Titan though, right?
I do on Thursdays.
Okay.
I wasn't there last week because Windows decided to update and not tell anybody about it, so none of my programs worked.
Apparently, they didn't fire it last Thursday anyway.
Oh.
And then they're complaining. It's like, we didn't fire on Thursday. Now there's everybody here for Friday. And I'm like, yeah, it's New Modern.
Yeah. Nobody wanted to play a dead deck, so now everybody's here for Stoneforge.
Yeah. Well, there's 6 Stoneforge decks in the Titan. So when I saw that, I was like, Fenriki Usar.
Yeah.
And it stayed in the sideboard.
Anyway,
Alright, Bob.
have a good one, bros.
You too.
Well, that's gonna do it. 3 really good rounds. Snell won, then lost, then Bryce got vengeance on Jarvis for the first round. Yeah, that's the way it goes in the Wild Midwest. Anyway, Ryan, do you have anything you want to say before we get out of here?
Potato poppers.
Batter related, yeah.
Some jalapeno peppers.
Jalapeno poppers. There you go. That's batter. Anyway, I've been Evil Bob, your resident head in the box, reminding you that however you choose to live your life, I approve. Have a good night. Have a great evening. And if it fires, we'll be back on Thursday. Bye.